Okay, part two, because I had storage to empty, and I'm glad that we're here. Okay, so we just wrapped up talking about 30 receive and 37 storytelling, which is the 10. And we're next to an ace of knives and a nine of sticks. So ace being 1 plus 9, that's 10. And also right here is the 10 of knives. There's another gnat here. So we've got some serious monitoring spirit. And it is hopping around. I've never seen a gnat behave like this. Interesting. Here's the second one. And I'm wondering where is this coming from? Hmm. We also have here a few reversals. So I'm seeing two specifically, and I do want to call these out. So we have this 22 card, resourceful, 22, memory, surroundings, and awareness. And this came out right on top of our two of sticks. So 222, if you've been seeing that a lot lately, and 111 on the video clock. But someone does not want you, or some energy in you or around you does not want you to be resourceful. I talked about that in the first part of this reading with this card. You have your resources, whatever provisions with you to head out on your journey. Someone wants to make you feel as if you don't have the finances to do it on your own, that we're better together. That might be for a certain season in your life. This just ain't the one. And so this memory of, you remember how we used to work together and be a team, how we surrounded ourselves with each other to keep each other lifted up in our hard times. How you gonna let me go and I'm on a hard time right now? That type of awareness is being brought to your attention. But that's not for you. That's not your energy. When you see someone else's life panning out in the certain ways that it does, that's their karma. That's their energetic realm trying to correct their behavior and their thinking by causing them to be in those low frequency states. And you've got to let them make the choice for themselves to get out of that state and not be the resource. I'm hearing the hand me down, the escape goat. The scapegoat is what we actually say, but I said escape goat. That's toxic, to always help someone come up with a plan to escape, wanting to be their hero, their savior, their solving solutions, problem solver, connoisseur. That ain't your role. They got their own brain, their own mind, and their own resources of thinking to get themselves out. We also have here the Empower card in the reverse, which is the 7. It says value, confidence, and progression. So someone wants you to not feel empowered here. And I just think it's so interesting that this 7 Empower card is here with this 8 of Knives and this 18 card for loss. And of course, 8 minus 1 is 7. And so we have a lot of 8, 7, 8, or 7, 8. And then this 8 plus 1 is 9. But there is a strong connection here between this loss and them wanting you to not feel empowered to make the right decision in this 8 of Knives scenario. But that's okay. Though you know this is the burning energy that somebody or something wants to have you in and is trying to keep you or make you feel and become aware of how something is trying to take away your empowerment. Guess what you do have? And I just know it's going to be good and right on time. I heard choose the other card too. We got you moving on up, moving forward with this all at the same time. Partnership, this 3 card. Lord have mercy, I knew I was right. You have this partnership with your spirit team, this partnership with this divine partner who values you because you value yourself, and the energy you resonate at, that's what comes in. So pick up your self-care. It's not selfish, but if it makes you feel comfortable to just call it selfish, to say, yeah, I'm being selfish with my time, 4, 5, 6, do it. your reverence for your partner, the spiritual world, your reverence for the thanks of them guiding you. I'm hearing heeding you to pay attention to their warnings, this flow. All of this you have got to have with yourself first. You've got to value yourself and show yourself value and tell yourself daily, multiple times a day, why you value you. What it is about you and your choices and your decision making and your patterns of behavior that you value, that is good and teachable to others. Why you reverence yourself and acknowledge that you yourself are a source right here. You are a source of good information, of good love, of good care, of good wise counsel, and you flow good. You flow around your house good. You flow when you're in the shower good. You have a flow about the things you do when you're in a car, when you're walking, when you're dealing with people. You have a flow. And that energy you put out is what you get back in with this partnership with the universe, with the energetic realms, with your God, your ascended masters, your ancestors, with your children, your partners. You put out and expect to get back. And when you don't, that is a key indication of their energy and where they're at, but that's okay. You do what you need to do. Let that be the nine of knives in your back that they put in, and you know, from that 8 of knives to that 9 of knives, all right, that's what your true energy is. That's cool. Because we have in the moving forward direction is this 24 innocence card. You're doing this for the innocence around you. You're doing this because, as I stated before, you have eyes on you. And these eyes on you are watching you because they want to learn what style of life are you on? Are you resonating at? Are you illustrating that they can take or leave or remix or duplicate to suit what they are here in this portal lifetime for to manifest? They're here for a reason like how you are. And all of us are living and walking and talking testimonies. And though I hate that word living, it came out the way it did because you are a version of evil as well as good. You are a version of care as well as misfortune. You are a version of grace as well as destruction. You don't need to be opposites on either side of any portal or realm. You just are what you are illustrating, and others are always watching you in this realm and in the next. Seen and unseen. It's all being written down. That's what all of the major religions have in common. Someone, something is keeping track of your good and bad. And you're going to be dealt with your karma, your moksha, your sins, all of that energy you put out, and how you don't check yourself and correct yourself before you put that frequency out there to catch hold of an innocent mind in life. Yeah, it's going to get caught up and it's going to catch you too. But it's definitely showing up here and catching the energy of the people around you, and you're being cautioned to heed and to watch these karmic relationships unfold around you. Because they are here to trust you. You are trustworthy. And they are trusting you to be the image of kindness, of grace, of truth, of justice, of get back right and balance the karmic ties and letting go and fighting through and moving through and healing through those tears. They're here to see you with that optimism. Yeah, this hurts. Yeah, okay, this is not great. This is bad for me, it seems, in some sort of way, but I am going to move on. Because the simplicity of my life is the beauty of my life. I don't need a lot of clothes. I don't need a lot of anything to keep up with the Joneses. What I do need is the simplicity that comes from the security of knowing that I'm in right alignment with me and my energy and the energetic realm supporting me. And that's all I need, and that's all right. We got a 6 right here. Yeah, this is lovely. And let's go ahead and close out with our final oracle deck and see what are our true and ultimate final messages. What would you like to reveal as we close out? Closing arguments, I'm hearing, like in a courtroom. So maybe some of you are in a courtroom scenario or situation, and closing arguments are going to be very important. You might want to look them over and ask your lawyer or your spouse if you and your spouse are working together as a team against someone, since we just had the partnership card. Yeah, look over those closing arguments. Create your closing arguments for this relationship. Use it. Practice your script of what you need to say to cut these people, this person off. Try out maybe ChatGPT. Put it on the microphone if you feel comfortable to do that. Speak to it. Tell it, or whatever AI database, if you feel comfortable doing that type of thing. Tell it the situations in the past, what you want to do, how you want to do it, to be considerate, empathetic. Ask it to give you a long script, a short script of how you can say this to cut this person off, but not let it be direct that you're cutting this person off, or how you want to directly cut this person off. If you want to, find a free hotline. Get some counseling advice. That's for free. Do your research. Well, let's close this energy out. Thank you so much for this very first reading. Very amazing. Very touching for me. I resonate with a lot of this. Ooh, and that card just came out and fell on the floor, so excuse me as I pick it up. And it came out in the reverse. And I'm going to place it back in, not even look at it. Let's give that a shuffle one more time. 1144. All right. Okay. Here we go, y'all. Thank you. And I chose not to speak my last requests. I know what they were, but let's see how everything comes out. So we have right here in the reverse, rhythm. Yeah, you're out of rhythm with doing what you know is right. Your first mind, following that gut. 1313, out of rhythm. Because these passions have been running and ruling things, these emotions. But it is time for analysis. It's time to analyze this karmic relationship. It is time to acknowledge what it is that you're doubting that you can do and get out of this unempowered energy. It is time for you to, with this move forward energy, look at the accumulation of good and not so good in your life. Because them bones, them skeletons, the residual, it's showing, it's telling a story. And what it's telling is, you're grateful for everything that you have been through. You are grateful for this opportunity to learn, to have this fresh start. You are grateful for the heart and mind enough to analyze your circumstances and not doubt what you know. Even if you, moving forward from here, choose to lie to yourself and just put up with whoever this karmic energy is, this karmic relationship is, and just go with your passions. You're at least grateful at the end of your life, if that's how you so choose to do it, that you were honest with yourself fully and completely at least once. You analyzed and you broke something down, and you saw what has been accumulating in your life as far as energetic, outside, external reactions. And you didn't doubt the signs. You just, I'm grateful I see what I see. I know what I know. And I'm going to put up with what I want to put up with. Yeah, I'm hearing, but with speed and haste, you don't have to. With speed and haste, you can leave. With speed and haste, you can get out of this teary state. With speed and haste, you can overcome this sense of loss and get into this partnership where you are that role model for this innocence. And innocence does not have to be children. It could be adults needing to tap back into seeing another example of adulting that they just never have been exposed to in the environments that they were aforehand privy to being and doing life in. Yeah, because moving forward, you're going to go into a rage. You're going to go asunder, I'm hearing. You're going to go down if you don't bring about this karmic justice in your life. And you have to bring this karmic justice. You have got to be the one who aims at your reflection and sees things clearly so you're not in this state of resentment. You got to do that with speed, because the measurement right here of where you're going is not measured by the amount of tears and how long it took you to get over what you're leaving, but the measurement of where you're going right here, where you're going, is measured by the amount of unity that you have. This partnership card, your unity with yourself, and you being on the same, I'm hearing, at the same address, which is on the same street, in the same building, on the same row, the same bookshelf, y'all picking up the same book, going to the same chapter, and the same page in that chapter, and the same line in that chapter, and the same word and the same letter. That type of unity with self, where you all the way know yourself. You have analyzed and broke yourself down. Okay? You know yourself that well. Trigger what trigger? There is no trigger. There is no button. It's not a cause you did this. The effect of me emotionally is this. Oh no, boo-boo. I know me in and out, up and down, round through and around. Every aspect and dimension of me I have analyzed. And I didn't hurt me to go back and do this. Oh no, baby. I did this because the partnership of me resonates at the partnership of the frequency of what I'm bringing in. So if I need that level of maturity, financial security, emotional responsibility of self of the other person, so that I'm not playing parent, so that I'm not playing friend, but we are actually being partners. Yeah, I gotta know fully what that is for me on this level. And that doesn't mean I gotta get it all the way right. That means I got it right enough for the energy to vibe at, all right, this is your level of healing. All right, you working in the right direction. You're not going to cut it off because somebody come in. Great, cool. We got you. Here's your come in. Right here. Y'all both got a task. Pour into your own cups and pour into each other's cup. And that's the illustration that needs to be seen. Self-mastery. Duality. If I do for me, baby, I go to sleep when I need to go to sleep. It's clearly communicated. Get up when I need to get up. Clearly communicated. I'm hearing, I can cook for me and ask, would you like what I am cooking? Not a expectation to do for the other simply because you are up and choosing to do for you and take care of your health needs. I'm hearing and seeing, we don't eat the same thing. And I like it like that. He likes a piece of fruit and a bowl of fruit. I like my oatmeal. He likes his rice. I like my fufu. He likes his steak. I love my vegetable soup. He gets off the vegetables and he's all up in his soups phase, soups and breads, soups and sandwiches. I'm all up in my grilled everything mood. It's whatever suits you. And yes, I am a heterosexual woman, so I will maintain, as it pertains to me and my energy, speaking about and speaking to and through and on these cards in a heterosexual, energetic reading way. I'm not going to cut any corners to try to accommodate. Take it or leave it. But this is how it resonates for some of you. I'm so happy for this energy, and I'm hearing divine feather. Let's go ahead, and I was wondering if these cards were going to be relevant for this reading. But let's see what the wind is blowing in for you as far as a final guidance message. And then we're going to close this reading out. Whoa, I love that. I love that that just happened. It was beautiful from this angle. It actually truly was. I don't know why I enjoyed seeing that happen. Some of you are enjoying seeing everything unfold and just flake out, flow out the way it is. I wonder if the flow was a word that came out. I think flow was a word that came out somewhere on the table. All right, last one. All right. Are there any final, thank you, feather messages? Oh, we got two. Thank you. First card out. And second card. Second card, vulture, very valuable. They sit up high. They come down and remove carcass. They clean the environment of that which smells when it is dead and decays. And they find nourishment from that which we don't like to see and smell. They also come down from up high near the sun, near the treetops, and they come down low. So they have this keen awareness of being able to see something dead, smell something dead, lurk around death and not be afraid of it, to be emboldened enough to go into the light of the sun, down and find that thing that most of us won't remove because we don't want to see it and don't want to smell it too. And they take their time pulling it away from our presence for us. The vulture card says, accept the inevitable, let go of the past, and welcome a rebirth to begin. If that ain't the closing out, reading, message, I don't know what is. Some of you all need to accept this inevitable karmic relationship, these inevitable tears, this inevitable truth that you're going to see from the analysis of your life. Accept an inevitable that you're going to work on yourself, that this is your new beginning, this is your hope, this is your fresh start. Ouch, yes, it hurts who's being called out, but damn, baby, this is life, baby. Life is always about learning. The only constant in life is change. The only constant in life is change. I don't want to use absolutes. One of the definites about life is change. So let go of the past and welcome a rebirth to begin. Final card is the Groose. Okay. Groose says, embrace the power of dance and movement to access your highest guidance. So yes, some of you closing in, tapping into this reading, you need to get out there and shake a tail feather, baby. Put on that song that you don't know why you like it, but you do, and shake your thing. Tap your foot, rock your head, move your shoulders, swing your hips. But you're being encouraged to move, whether you dancing while you cleaning your house or you dancing just while you do you. But I love you, baby, and get through this energy, okay, boo-boo? Get through this energy, not for anybody else. I want you to hear that. Get through this energy, not for anybody else but you. You need to hear that. This is your life this time around. You ever had a deja vu? You back here, baby. Do it right this time.